everybody. It's Virginia. There you go. Better. I haven't been back in a while. I've been. Oh my God. Okay. So, update, right? I started working at Texas thrift store right here on I 35 on the access road of I 35. Let me gather my hair. So let me just tell you all what's been going on, right? So I started, this will be my second week. Um, I haven't done night work in forever. I think the last time I did night work, I was in between 2004 2005. I was working for Harcourt, and that's where they used to grade all the tests. So I worked with them until all of that was done, and I left. So it was more than a couple of months, right? Sorry, trying to get comfortable. And after that is when I started STRG. So uh, I work, and it's not really all that bad, right? Because, really I'm up, right? It's from 1:10 to about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And it's good. I don't mind the hours, right? It's the and it's not all the walking. It's my foot where I have drop foot. When 2004 I had back surgery, and because of that surgery I stayed with certain parts of my leg that don't work, so it gets tired. And the store is very, very big. So if you need to go to the bathroom, it's at the other side of the building. If you to take your breaks, you can take your breaks outside. But if not, you go to the back. For lunch, you have to go to the back. You're not allowed to leave the store during your lunch hour, or they don't. I guess they don't want liability. So your breaks and everything have to be there. But yeah. So from the cashiers to the back, oh my God, major walking. I went from walking 72 steps a day, 100 something steps a day, 500 steps a day, to walking anywhere from 10,000 to 13,000 steps a day. My phone is what's up. It's good. It's good. Everybody's very nice. People show their colors after a while, but um, I love working with certain people, and it's all good. It's all good. I really, really like it. And I think the only thing I have to learn is that you have people that go in the morning. So by 4:30 or 5:30, they're leaving. So I have to remember, okay, I'm going to have to count them out so I can bring another cashier in. And so that's what I have to work on. The breaks and stuff, usually the cashiers know their break time, and we also write it on a sheet. So they may take their break on time, they may take a little before, a little after, but they know. And their lunch time. Okay, hold on. I gotta go get my coffee. Okay, so yeah, they know when to take the breaks and everything. Before I was hired, they would let the cashiers do a lot of the things that supervisors do. That way a supervisor can go elsewhere. No, no. You don't ever do that, because you get people that it goes to their head, right? And how do you call it? Now they can't do it, and I guess it bothers them in a way, right? So we do have a couple of them that think that, they can still do it, right? But anyway, um, other than that, everything's good. Everything's good. There's certain cashiers that, man, because you're not just cashiering, you're also, if that's a word, I don't know. They're also cleaning. They're also organizing the clothes. They're also dropping. Dropping means that certain color is gonna drop. And what happens is that clothes has been there for a while, or the merchandise or whatever, and they get packaged into these large bins, and then they're sold off. So yeah, so we're doing all of that, as well as doing your cash, being a cashier. And what I do is I go in there, and of course I supervise them, but I'm also doing void line requests, everything that only a supervisor can do. Along with that, I'm also cleaning up. I'm also straightening out. I hate when the hangers are like that. Instead of being straight and ears up, I hate that. So I go and I straighten all that up. I also drop. I also help in the jewelry department. So I mean, there's a lot. I'm shocked because there's a lot more to a thrift store than I ever thought, ever. So look at my Jack cup. Anyway, so yeah. By the time I get home, it's 10, or it's gonna be 10, or it's a little after 10, right? And it all depends. Well, no, it hasn't been. The only reason it was after 10 yesterday is because we got out at 9:40 or 9:50, something like that. But since I've been there, it hasn't gone over 10, which I'm glad. The only reason we got out that late is because I had such a hard time. My brain couldn't figure out what to do with this girl's money. During the day, we do drops for the cashiers, meaning they have too much money in their drawer. And usually some of them will tell you, hey, I need a drop, and then there's some of them that I guess they think they can have all that money. And that's what happened yesterday. And I was like, I had already counted the back safe. So I wasn't able to, what I ended up doing is, we have a bag where we get change from. I ended up also counting that in my back safe. And so we had to drop all that money into the safe. And it's called the drop, right? And yeah, so I'm thinking I'm going to hear about it today, because, and she should have asked. She's been there for a little bit. She should have told us, hey, I need a drop. She did tell the other supervisor that she had too many ones, but she had too many of everything. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to hear it today. So I decided that every 2 hours, I'm going to ask all of my cashiers if they need to do drops, because I'm not going through that again. My brain had to figure out what am I going to do. And by the time I thought about what we were going to do, I told my other supervisor, the one that I work with at nights, I already counted that money. So I now know also not to count that bag until afterward. So there we go. Lesson learned. And so I decided to put an alarm on my phone for every 2 hours that I'm there. So I'm there starting at 1. So my first one will be at 3. The second one will be at 5. The next one will be at 7. And then after that, 9, we close. So yeah, it'll be about 4 or 5 drops times that I make. It's just to teach myself. The alarms are to teach myself to say, hey, do y'all need drops? Once I get that and I get it down, then I won't need the alarms. And yeah, that is the two things I have to learn are ask them if they need a drop, and also when to close them out, what time. Because if somebody gets off at 5:30, we like to close them out at 4:30. That way they have an hour to go clean floor. Yeah, so and I've also learned that it's a lot of babysitting. That's the part I think I dislike, because you're there to work. And there's some of them that I don't have to tell them anything. There's about 4 of them that I don't have to tell them anything. They go out there and they hustle. But then you have the other ones that you got to go, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, I don't know. Okay, let me get you something to do. So it is a lot of babysitting. And being a thrift store, you're going to have hangers up the wahoo, right? some of them just like to pick up hangers, and I go, no, there's much more than picking up hangers. So those you have to watch out for. And so there is a lot of babysitting in it. And you know, they did tell me when I got hired that if I have a problem telling people what to do, I told them, no, I don't have a problem telling people what to do. I think I pray every day that I ask God to give me patience to be able to be fair and to be able to do my job efficiently and, everything on time. So the best way I ask, how am I doing? And Laura's the main supervisor in the cashiering department because she's been there the longest, so she knows everything. And she told me, well, she goes, I will tell you this. She goes, good, no news is good news. She goes, if I have to talk to you, is that, something, somebody complained or somebody said something. I go, okay. So if I don't hear from her, I know that I'm okay. And then all of a sudden, we'll be talking and something, and she'll tell me that I'm doing great, that not to worry about anything. And so, she's always telling me something. So far, I've had another thing that we have to look for. People stealing. I'm like, come on, people. I mean, we get at least 5 people a day that try to steal. And then you know what their whole excuse is? Oh, it was all donated. This is our, we do it for Arms of Hope. Also, all that money goes to, not all of it, right? But some of it goes to Arms of Hope. And Arms of Hope helps women, battered women, women that just generally need help. And most of them have kids. So they have like a community. And that community helps them and it houses them and everything. So it does all that. So it's not just stuff that gets donated. It's stuff that's going to help these people. We also give to third world countries. We also sell the bins. There's a lot that goes on back there that I'm shocked with, right? So I want to learn everything because in the future, if I do decide to stay in the future, I'm going to have to learn the back as well. Counting the safe, I'm okay with it. The only time I think that I get really, really nervous is when mid count. Mid count is kind of like when I go in and I go do a count. And it makes me nervous because there's so many people there. It's a small office and it belongs to 2 people, but some other people are always in there. So it is... there's always a lot of noise, a lot of talking, and I don't like that. But anyway, that's when it gets me nervous. Other than that, when I go by myself, I'm fine. I have not had a problem that I've had to recount. I haven't had a problem that any kind of problem with it. I count it, it comes out even, and I'm good. And I thank God for that. Yes, because you kind of it's not. You don't know why it would be short if it was short. Well, we all know why it would be short, right? But anyway, but other than that, I love the people that I work with. I never, ever thought in my life that I would be happy somewhere else other than STRG. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, just the communication with people, just being able to talk to people, the people that I've met that I work with are amazing, and I've missed all that. And yes, I'm gonna. It's not the same pay. I can get benefits later on, but some of them are super expensive because it's not like STRG, a huge company. We have stores here in San Antonio. I know there's one in Louisiana, one in Tennessee, and one in Alabama, I'm going to say. I'm not too sure. But I think there's like 23 stores. So we're not just Texas. And so the benefits are a little bit expensive. The only one I did get was short-term disability in case I get hurt or anything, and I think that's like $3.61 per paycheck. So that was good. Other than that, I have insurance. I had to get insurance because being diabetic, you always need some kind of way to get your meds. Oh, sorry. And let me move you on up a little. Yeah, so you always need to have your meds. So you always need a doctor. And I was so worried back in June because I told my sister I'm running out. This June was gonna be the month I was gonna go for my A1C. They were gonna do my whole 3 month medicine thing, and I was like, man, I go, what am I gonna do? I can't afford the doctor I was going to because it's so expensive. I can't afford the medications. I don't know what to do. And somebody told me to call Central Med, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I called Central Med, and believe it or not, they gave me this awesome insurance where I only pay $10 a visit. All of my medications, I have what, three injectables, and then I have tablets. They all came out to 210, which is good. And I'm happy that I had that money then. And it's for 3 months. So in 3 months, I should be able to save up that 210 and get my meds again. Yeah, so I was happy about that. And, you know, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to stay with Texas Thrift a long time. I don't know. I do like it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'll be there. I love it. It's something that it's definitely something that I like to do. It's up there. It's just the pay and the benefits that are a little on the low side. And we'll see. We'll see how I can stretch my paycheck. So, and right now, really, it's just the deductions and the 361 for the short-term disability. Other than that, Central Med takes care of itself. My Central Med is good for a year. It's good for a year, so I'm glad about that. And yeah, that's about it. That's what's been going on, and the reason I haven't been on is because I get home and I am so tired and so sleepy, and I had to figure out a way to control the pain on my drop foot because it was getting to the point where I was like, am I gonna have to let this job go? Because and my boyfriend tells me, I don't think so. He goes, it's just that you haven't had a job where you physically had to move. He goes, you were always in a desk. He goes, so I think you'll be fine. And I found a way. Yesterday I took gabapentin and I put Voltaren on my leg. I have to because Voltaren saves me. It doesn't hurt. And so I was kind of out of it. I mean, I was okay when I went in by about close to 6 o'clock. I'm like, I have to go have lunch. And my coworker, Shauna, she noticed. She's like, Virginia, you're tired because you don't look the same from the eyes. She goes, you're always very cheery and everything, So I went to lunch and I ate lunch. I think I was kind of glycemic, where it's low, your blood sugar's low. And also, I think that gabapentin messed with me. In fact, I was going to take one right now to see if I'm okay then. But I did make it through yesterday. I did. And I'm glad about that. But yeah, I mean, I'm so tired by the time I get home that I take a shower and I've been going to sleep. And yesterday I was laying down and I go, please don't start. My leg starts to hurt so bad at night. And I figured out a way that it doesn't hurt is I let it hang off the bed. So it hangs off the bed and it doesn't hurt. I guess because of the position that it's in, like this, it doesn't hurt. But there's nights that it just does not let me. By the time I go to sleep, it's 3 o'clock. Timothy's getting up to go to work, and I sleep from 3 to 7. That's about the hours, 3 to 4 hours that I'm getting. And so I needed to get control of that. And yesterday was perfect. Yesterday it didn't hurt. I was kind of groggy starting at about close to 6 o'clock. And then after that, it was okay. I ate and everything, and it was fine. It was fine. And yeah, so that's what's been going on. I just want to drop dead on the bed and just go to sleep. I was going to put up a video where I was talking to y'all and showing you our jewelry, but I decided I'm not going to put that video on. What I'm going to do is make a video. My sister has bought jewelry, and we had jewelry. We actually have sold quite a bit of jewelry when we go to the flea market. Here's the problem. The flea market doesn't have any space right now. I don't know what to think about that. And at the same time, I don't know, because let me just vent a little. If I go to the flea market Fridays and Saturdays, what day am I getting off? Because I work Monday through Friday. So that means I'm going to have to work the whole week. And I'm not willing to work the whole week. I need a day off. And, you know, my sister gets days off because her job with HEB, you can't have a Monday through Friday schedule. They schedule you here and there, and your days off are here and there, and, you know. So she gets days off. My boyfriend, Timothy, he doesn't worry about it because he doesn't go to the flea market with us. And I tell him, I go, well, then go to the flea market with us. And he won't, you know. So he has his Friday and Saturday off. I'm like, no, you know, if it's going to be like this, you know, we're either going to have to do it online or something. So what I'm going to do is make a jewelry video. And then from there, if y'all are interested in anything, I have to think, sorry. But if y'all want something, y'all can email me on my email in YouTube. And I'll try to give you a price on it that day and see where that goes. I think that would be better than me trying to go to the flea market often, because you know, and then right now, Jesus, I haven't gotten rid of this. Can you see how burned I am? Look at that. And you can just be standing outside talking to a neighbor and you're getting burned. It's so hot. It's so hot. And then I will tell you something else. I'm gonna vent about this. The air conditioner doesn't work toward the front, and you have all those freaking windows. So, oh my God, it is hot. You're sweating your ass off at work. And then I hate it because when the cashiers ask me, hey, I need a void, or I need a line voided, or, you know, I have a return or whatever, you go and you do it, but they always stand behind you. And I can't stand it because I'm like, I've been sweating. I can imagine that I smell, right? That's all I'm thinking about when I'm like, So it's that. I'm like, I wish they would fix the AC there, you know, but that's something else, right? And yeah, but I will be bringing you all that jewelry. I'm gonna tell my sister, I'm gonna dedicate a video to the jewelry, and I'm gonna tell her I need the prices just the prices, because I'm pretty sure y'all can tell me, hey, I want the one with the blue beads or whatever. I don't know if she wants to number them, if she wants to letter them. If she wants to, then I'll tell you all letter A, letter B, C, whatever, right? And see where we go from there. She wants to go buy another jewelry jar. She's all into the jewelry jars right now. We have about maybe 7 of them at work, and then she's been putting, like, she put out a watch jar, and then she put out jars in all the showcases at work. So yeah, the one thing right here, this finger, I don't know what I did to it right here, but any time that I get something and I have to get it right there, oh man, it hurts so bad. I don't know what happened. But anyway, it doesn't hurt right now. Like it hurts a little, right? But very, very little. But as soon as I grab something, I'm like, ouch. So, but yeah, so it's been so hot here in Texas. It's hot. I mean, I don't even want to be outside, and my boyfriend is telling me about this position called Global at his work, and I'm like, what kind? I go, you have to be honest with me, because you know how much I struggle with my foot. I need to know what we do. And he told me everything, and he said, and then he tells me, well, you might need to unload or load. I go, no, that is where I give. No, I'm not gonna be loading and unloading a trailer. Fuck that. Excuse my language. But no, I told him, I go, you know how much I struggle with my foot, and you want me to do that? I go, no, that's a man's job, but yeah. I go, so I'm not willing to change my job to go somewhere where I'm gonna struggle. This job is good. The only thing is having pain control with my leg. If my leg was good, I'd be all right. I'd be good. But if I try it today like yesterday, I think I'll be fine. So I am going to bring you out that jewelry video. Enough of my venting. I am going to bring you out that jewelry video. I'm going to talk to her today, see if she can let her and maybe price everything, or she can be with me. And I'll try to wear like a low blouse. That way I can show you all the necklaces, and my hands, I can show you all I'm a big person, but I have little wrists. I don't have big wrists. And so I can show you all that. And earrings. We have cleaned, sanitized anything. So if I try on earrings, we can just sanitize them. But everything that she's bought, we do have some new stuff, but most of it is stuff that I had that I no longer use. And then she's bought 2 jewelry jars. So I'm hoping to get one this coming paycheck, maybe two. So I'll do that, and let's see where this jewelry takes us. We did sell quite a bit when we were at the flea market. I was pretty happy. We have some gorgeous jewelry at work. We have some stuff that I wish I dressed up to wear, but I don't dress up. I dress up to work, and I don't want, no, as much sweating as you do, I don't want to put anything here, because I'll just end up tearing it off. That's why my coworker Shauna, she has so many necklaces. She has rings on every finger. She has, I don't know how many earrings on every ear. I go, girl, I don't know how you do it. I be tearing everything off, especially here. I can't feel anything here, especially if I'm sweating, because I feel like I'm choking, so anyway, that is my venting. I am going to bring you all that jewelry video. We did have 2 storms here in San Antonio. Last week we had one Sunday, and then like the night before, something like that, Thursday night or Friday night, I can't remember, or Saturday, I can't remember. We had 2. When we went out with the first storm, it had knocked over the tomatoes, which it didn't do anything bad to them. We just picked them up. And it knocked over our eggplant. I was like, oh my God. But it's fine. I fixed it today. I didn't realize because I went out today. I thought that was all the damage we had. So I went out today and I looked at everybody. Everybody still has enough water. I looked at the eggplant and oh my God, it was kind of like this because I guess where it fell, I had to put more dirt in there, and then I had to put supports for the branches. But it's good. And now when I looked over, my roses were on the floor. I'm like, oh my God. I told the eggplant, I'll be back. So I went and I picked up my roses and I brought them over. And I don't know if they were there from the first storm or the third or the second storm. And I'm like, oh my God, there's no damage to them. I picked them up, I put more dirt, I watered them, and they're okay. But yeah, I hadn't noticed. That's how tired I've been that sometimes I go outside and, oh my God. When was the last time? Let me see. Because sometimes my sister waters, but she didn't tell me that the roses were on the ground. So, and then these past days, we haven't had to water very much because of the rain. So, yeah, it's been about 2-3 days. My poor roses, but they're good. The one that I had first already branched out into, I'm going to have to show you, it has a big branch on it already, a long branch. It's giving me roses. The other one is giving me roses too, but it's since I just bought it, it's still a short bush. And I'm going to have to buy a pot for the angel's trumpet because that one is leaning like this, look. Like that. That's how it's growing, and this is the stump to the ground, and this is the plant, and it is it's long, and I told my sister I need to get it a bigger pot, but I don't know if I replant it now if I'm gonna hurt it. We'll find out, and it's giving me 2 pods, so I'm waiting for the seeds. So we'll see. And my mom gave me seeds for Esperanza. Is it the Esperanza for the hope plant? And I think it is. No. She gave me for birds of paradise. And I left them in the car and they opened in the car. And yeah, the seeds went everywhere, I guess. And they're teeny tiny seeds, so you really can't see them. And I'm like, oh my God. And my mom saw it and I'm like, oh my God. And she's like, well, I have more at the house. And I go, okay, good. So, yeah. So, and I want that bird of paradise for the corner. I think it would be a great corner piece because you can let them go out of control in the corner. Yeah. This yard is big. And anything that I can do to better it is good. We were talking about that the other day, and I was telling my boyfriend, I go, I want to cement the front. I go, and then I kind of want to add like a little lip, like a little roof in case we sit there. We have that protection. And he tells me, well, you know what it's going to do, right? And it irritates me, right? I go, yes, you're saying the taxes will go up, but I don't want an ugly ass shitty house. We didn't buy a house to have it all ugly because we don't want our taxes to go up. Either way, it's going to go up. So as soon as they saw the windows, they taxed us on that. Son of a bitches, man. They don't notice you the whole damn time. And as soon as you do something to your house, they're like, oh, we're going to tax you for that too. Son of a bitches. But anyway, I go, no, I want to beautify my home, so we're going to look into how much it is to pour cement in the front. And because, oh my God, I'm just going to say it, the freaking cats irritate the hell out of me. Okay, I don't like cats. Sage is one I learned very hard to love Sage, and I love Sage very much. But the outside cats that are freaking feral, I can't stand that. Right now what we have in the front is nothing but black mulch. I have to literally go out there and put ammonia, put something, because if not, they're going to be pissing and shitting all over the front yard. Yeah, it was the same in the back, but I took care of the back, putting all the plants there. They don't get there anymore, especially since I put down that black layer of cloth. So the cement is really gonna help us. But again, I don't know how much it would be because I told my sister I think somebody has to come and put rebar and all that. I go and I don't know. So we have to see how much that is. Maybe next year with our incomes, we can do that. We can beautify the front. I don't know how expensive it is to add like a small roof here and one in the back because we still want to cement one more cement. And the tree thing hasn't gone away, but it's been so hot that we're waiting for September or October to cut down the whole tree and also to cut down the side trees. We're gonna cut two. I wanted to cut all three, but people have told me no. This one is okay. I'm like, oh, but anyway, that's where we're at. Every time I tell you, oh, that's it, it's not it. But yeah, and then, oh, excuse me. I also wanna. We need to start buying our shelves for all the collectibles, and I wanna see if I can get maybe the handyman guy that used to go to my sister's to come over here and build me a shelf all around my room on the top. That way we can start adding our collectibles to that. So yeah, I have a lot going on, a lot I want to do, and a little cooperation. But anyway, we'll see. We'll see where that gets us. I think if I was a little bit more brave on the carpentry, I would do it myself, but I'm not. I'm afraid I'm going to mess up something. I want to go out and have the shelves already built and just come and hang them. The way that I want it is he's going to have to come in and build them himself, all on the top. And we have to figure out what size we want because we're also going to put shelves in the bedroom. And there's some collectibles that we want to take out of the boxes, but I don't want to take them out until we have the cabinets that have the doors and the glass, so you won't get so much dust. You'll still get dust because I remember I had one when I was married and I still got dust. I'm like, how? But anyway, it'll at least control some of the dust and it won't get so much on your collectibles. So that's what we've been doing. We still take off on Saturdays. I haven't grown the courage to film when we're out there, but it's the same thing. I forgot to tell you all. My boyfriend's car got broken in. It was Saturday when they did because we had to change out the water heater. The water heater was leaking and leaking and leaking. Every day we had to clean that mess like 2 or 3 times a day. And it got to the point where the extra money I had given my sister for September was used for that, which is fine, right? Nothing else I can do. We had to do it. Between that money and the flea market money, we got the water heater. And so my dad came over Saturday and he taught my boyfriend how to go about changing a gas water heater. But that morning, I'm like, well, let's go get sweetbread. I go, that way there's sweetbread when my mom and my dad get here if they want to drink coffee. I have made potatoes, bacon, onion, and egg breakfast for tacos. And I go, all we need is a sweetbread. And he's like, okay, well, when we go outside, there's no car. He's like, my car's gone. I'm like, what are you talking about? His car was gone. We called, and he panicked, right? I go, you need to call the police, right? So he was there, and I don't know who he was gonna call. I go, did you call the police? And he's like, no, call the police or I'm gonna call them. And so he called the police, and he reported it. They came out, and they say that they had about 30 Kia cars stolen that night. One of them was 2 streets down. And he was talking to us and telling us, have you all Googled, do you all have TikTok? And I go, yeah, I do. He goes, search Kia Boys. Let me tell you something. These kids have to be stopped. I don't know if they're kids or not, but these people have to be stopped because they're stealing Kias and Hyundais, right? And they're joyriding them. They're racing them. You know, I know my boyfriend knows somebody that his Kia was stolen. They blew his motor. Okay. All that this is doing is causing our insurances to go up. And what about their consequence? I think the cops need to get off their asses, look at all these videos, and go and pick up these damn little boys. You know, everything has a consequence in this world. You know, I hope to God they catch them. I hope to God. And those moms that say, oh, it's not my son. To hell it is. It isn't. It isn't. I go, they're on video. No. I'm done with the pity for people. You know, but I am seriously hoping that they catch these people, because you know the hell that we go through after his whole steering column is gone. You know, thank God that he can still start it, but his whole steering column is gone. The back passenger window is the one that was broken. They stole some collectibles that he had back there. That was his fault, because I keep telling him, empty out your car. And he was doing it for a while, and then he lazied. Well, that's what he got for being lazy. And yeah, what they do is they break the passenger window because the alarm won't go off. And then they get into the driver, and then they took my freaking sunglasses, the 2 pair of expensive sunglasses that I had. They took them. You know, I'm like, son of a biscuit, right? But yeah, I hope to God they catch these guys, all these little punks. That's all that they are, you know. And they have to remember, karma's a bitch. It's gonna get you when you're older. So when they steal your car when you're older, I hope to God you say, that's what I deserved. Yes, because they did the same thing. But yeah, you know, he had to put a claim because that whole column is gone. And he told them, don't worry about the back window. I have that covered. He goes, but I need the column, and I need you all to fix my alarm. It's the whole alarm system that's wrong with Kia. Yeah. And when we went to go pick up his car, because they called us that same day, and we had 24 hours to pick it up. $200. $200 to pick up the car. When it was here 2 miles away. I go, why didn't they call us? We could have gone and go pick it up. But they didn't. Anyway, so it's $200, and he's going to get that back from the insurance. And then yeah, you know, I'm hoping to God he has rental, because I can't share my car with anybody now, because now I have to go into work. So that's out of the question. So if he doesn't, he's going to have to rent a car for a couple of days until they get, or Kia, you better have a loaner. And it's a mess. To me, accidents and stuff like that to your car, it's an inconvenience to you, you know. And I'm like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. But so that's what happened. So when they called us, we were eating, and they called us that they found it, and he talked to them and everything. And he's like, he told me, well, let's just finish the water heater, and then we can we can go get the car, because I have 24. You have 24 hours. If you don't get your car out in 24 hours, it's another $200 the next day. Crazy crazy. But yeah, you know. And so he learned how to change gas water heater. We did get the thing with 5 year warranty. And yeah, we got everything with a warranty because woof. So yeah, that's what's been going on. And a lot has been going on. But anyway, I hope to God they catch all those Kia boys. Maybe they'll put them all in one cell together, see what they do with each other. I don't know, but you know, I don't know. I don't know what to tell. I can't tell you all that it's a parent problem because uh, we all together are 5 siblings, and my youngest brother was the one that got in trouble. He had troubles in his life, but my parents had always been good parents, so I can't say it's a parenting, but it is still your child. So that's all I can say. Don't have anything better to do. Go do something useful in this world. Go do something constructive. Don't be, making our insurances go up and everything because you want to go out like that. No, the most awful thing that can happen is that somebody catches them and they get caught, and people have been shooting other people for their property, and they can end up dying, and that's something that they don't think about. But anyway, that's all the venting I can do. My video is gonna be long as usual. I'm gonna try to do a better intro and a better outro, I guess. Intro, outro. But anyway, if it's a word outro, I don't know. And yeah, because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to edit that. So I think what I can do is videotape it and then send it to my editor. And yeah, and the outro, I think I'm just gonna design it better and put the same thing. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, and comment. Again, comment. I have very little people that comment. I have my flaws, I do errors and stuff. I haven't messed with my hair other than the beginning just to get it up. I don't know if I say too much. You gotta tell me. But look for the jewelry. It'll be in a day or two because I'm gonna email her, text her later on today, and then maybe by tomorrow morning I can videotape. I can from the time I get up to 11 to 12, I can't do anything because at 12 I have to start getting ready for work. So I will see you all then. As always, please stay friendly. The ghost just decided to pay us a visit, as you could have, you probably heard that. I have no idea what it is, what fell. But y'all stay friendly. I'll be back, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.